Hola. I have yet to actually make an official intro slogan or type of thing, so we're just gonna go with the vibes. Welcome. I have a tiny little zit here. My eyebrow is not messed up, so we're just gonna welcome her here as well. We are jumping straight into the vibes today. Literally, this video is going to be about energy. A disclaimer, I am not perfect. Nobody is perfect. The world for sure is nowhere near perfect. But, you know, humbly, from a young age, I'm a really old soul. And I've been through some things. But I've also healed from, and I'm healing from a lot of things. So I'm just gonna say I'm very tapped in. If you know, you know. So first things first, and if you don't agree with this part, my video might not be for you. But the key when it comes to energy, putting God first and trusting your intuition. Now, I'm aware that when it comes to putting God first, there's many different ways to do that for many different people. Whether it's church, a Bible, there's plenty of ways. But in the end, it's all connected to one thing. Keeping Him in your mind, keeping Him in your heart, prayer, heavy on the prayer. I know I made my one thing 3 things, but we're gonna call it a package. And those the contents, ingredients. If you're still watching to this point, we already on the same page. So don't play with my sky daddy. Now with intuition, if you are tapped into yourself enough to truly know yourself inside and out, whether it's people, places, things, sounds, things that you see on the daily, anything on the TV, ringing, just all the things of the world in general, you'll know. Another huge frequency that I'm sure everybody on the planet at this point is tapped into as well, music. So when it comes to all these things of the world, what I mean by you'll know is how certain things make you feel. Whether that's you're someone who gets anxiety, you are someone who your ears ring, you're someone who gets any type of, I guess you would call it a confirmation type of sensation in your body. Sometimes things will pop into your mind when certain things you hear or see, smell, taste, touch, and I don't mean like subconscious out the way type of thoughts, but just if you know, you know. You're definitely gonna get real over here, and I'm not a huge intuition specialist, and I'm not downing anyone for not picking up on the general gist of it, but I do encourage anyone who isn't understanding what I'm talking about right now to find some very valid sources to look into that, because you're missing out. Biggest, most common ways even to describe it, your gut feeling. You ever hear about like women's intuition? Everybody has an intuition. You just have to know thyself. Back to energy though. Let's talk about when someone is in or of or operating in a high vibration. I'm not gonna give a whole 6-page essay on this because all these topics you really can talk to your gray about. But when you are operating in a high vibration, it starts with peace, and not just, oh, okay, I feel at peace, but to truly be at peace in your heart set, in your mindset. Nobody's life is perfect, literally. No matter what you do or don't have, you see or don't see, what your status is in life, nobody's life is perfect. Anything material in this life or just external in general is literally that. When you're not high vibrating on the inside, those things don't matter, because at the end of the day, anything and everything that you have on the outside is never going to amount to how whole you feel on the inside when you know how to first attain and secondly maintain a high vibration. And life and energy itself is just a flow, literally waves. So it's not as though every single second of your life 24/7 you're going to be operating or of a high vibration and frequency. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but if you know about these things, you understand that life is life. The goal is to keep that up as much as you can, but also understanding that there's going to be things and times where it can fluctuate, and that's why it's important to know how to always balance yourself out in life and keep that high vibration. Moral of the story, as in keeping it in your life a part of you in general. And now we're gonna get into ways to do that. Back to what is first and never last. God. He is obviously the highest form of frequency there is when it comes to energy. When things are not just going wrong or you're feeling frustrations, anxiety, sadness, grief from things in life, just all of the things that we resonate with, down type of energies. But even the good things, when you're happy, even when you're feeling at peace already, when you are achieving things, when you're celebrating things, when it comes to even the people that you care about, the things that you care about, the things in your life that you're grateful for, you always want to have in the forefront of your heart and of your mind that none of these things are possible without God, literally. So ways to keep yourself in his frequency, I would say first is to pray. I think that's the obvious thing, but of course everyone has their own ways to reach out to that source. You have the Bible. You have people who don't just say prayers out loud or in silent, they write them down. I am one of those people. Literally, I'll write a love note. It's that deep. We're this close. You can go to specific places that, you know, bring you a sense of calmness, and even say prayers in your head. You can, of course, go to church. It is a very common thing. When it comes to religion, even spirituality, if you are not implementing God in some way, shape, or form in your every single day life, whether it's in the physical, in the emotional, in the mental, however you want to do it, you could even freestyle it up. I'm quick with the thank you God and I love yous right when I wake up, throughout my day, before I go to sleep. Literally. If you're not on all those vibes, what is peace to you? Without faith, you cannot really achieve it wholly. Now, into other ways to keep yourself on a high vibration, whether it is in general or spiritually. A lot of y'all might want to tussle or whatever for this one, but hear me out. I'm not saying don't at all, but being mindful of when and how you drink alcohol, and you, I'm gonna just say, puff the trees. When you are using it more so to cope, say if you are sad or down or angry, and I'm not judging or putting anyone down for this because I myself have went through sometimes, and it definitely, on one end or the other, growing up was my go-to. But I'm just gonna say it's the quickest way to keep yourself in a cycle of a low vibration, especially if you are not aware of your energy and your frequency, and you are not someone who is used to maintaining a high vibration. You can definitely, without even noticing, kind of take yourself down a slope when it comes to your energy overall. And that's kind of more so in the aspect of when, you know, depression comes into play, and many of the things that, yeah. And I'm gonna just leave it at be mindful, because again, no one should know you better than you know yourself, and peace starts within, remember, not external. Being mindful of who you allow in your temple. That one is plain and simple, because energy exchange, if you vibing up here, if someone's vibing down here, they're not gonna meet you up here. You gonna meet them down here. We're gonna leave that there. Though those are obviously physical aspects, they are very much so deeper than that. And I want to say those are more so in the spiritual category. And we're gonna kind of steer away from that because that is another video. Onto the lighter side, other ways are as simple as being mindful of the TV that you watch and when, depending on the energies that you're in. The music, of course, that you listen to. If you are in a sad mood or a bad mood or an angry mood, I'm not going to say don't listen to music that resonates with what you're feeling at the moment, because at the end of the day, that is a way that we release the emotions that we're feeling. However, you don't want to just do that or just make that a habit, because you're also keeping yourself lower in energy. Playing things that you know will uplift you in certain moments are definitely a key. Also, making your inner child happy. Say, for example, you're in a mood and something you like to do when you were younger was go to the park and have picnics. Whether you have people to do that with as an adult or a teenager or a growing human, or it's just you, do those things. If there was a certain show that you liked when you were younger that brought you a lot of peace and happiness, watch that. If you have comfort foods that, just make you feel good, you know how people say that, like ice cream, chocolate, things like that are feel-good foods, comfort foods. It's nothing to treat yourself a little bit. The smallest things literally can make you feel that much better. Even if it's just a tiny amount, it matters. Doing things like reading books that you know help you when it comes to things like gaining peace, wisdom, understanding, even if it's on specific topics or certain things that you're going through in life, or things that you know make you feel happy or teach you success, if that's where most of your feelings derive from, that's a big gem as well. Another grande key when it comes to keeping your energy at a high vibration is literally simply calling back all your energy and power. Whether this is you coming from spiritual aspects or you just as a human and it becomes a mental thing, the universe is literally frequency. If you set intentions for yourself to say, my power belongs to me, my energy belongs to me, I'm calling it back to me, however way that works for you or it starts to feel for you, don't sleep on it, because it works. And that is for, say for example, if you feel happy one minute and then the next minute you're just like, why am I not feeling myself? Or why am I feeling a depressed energy? Or you have an interaction with someone or someplace or something, whether it's verbal, physical, or just an energetic exchange, being in the same place, someone touches you, anything, and you just feel like, okay, something is off, or something in any way, shape, or form made you feel a way that you don't want to feel or that you weren't feeling before that, call back all your energy and power. And for you, you'll see the difference. I'm not saying that everything is just gonna be snap of a finger perfect in that moment, but again, you are creating a safe space for yourself energetically, and you are making sure that you feel whole within yourself. That is also a form of cleansing your energy, whereas other ones, you can literally get in the shower and meditate while you're in the shower, or pray while you're in the shower, either or. set intentions when you get in the shower that, okay, I'm washing all of the energies of the day away. I'm resetting my mind, my body, spirit, energy, period. You probably have even commonly seen people take those baths where they'll put like the bath salts in it and the rose petals. I'm sure, of course, more so women, or like the candles, and they'll read a book in the bath, things like that. Some call it a spiritual bath, and others literally see it just as a form of peace, self-care. A lot of people also are familiar with doing things like saging your space or your house or yourself. Some people believe in things called egg cleanses. If you don't know what that is, Google is your bestie. And lastly, because not only is it my favorite, but I'm about to go do mine right after this video, self-care routines, self-love routines. If you literally, I'm not going to say a routine that you do every single day. It could be. There are some people that do their routines every single day, every single week, every other day. It all kind of just depends on you, your preferences, your schedules, things like that. But nurturing yourself is literally the best way to keep yourself in a high vibration, in addition to all the other things that were named previously. When you take care of yourself first, you're able to take care of other people. You're able to better manage your responsibilities, your emotions, your mental, everything from the internal to the external. And just depending on who you are and what your lifestyle is and just all of the above, it might mean different things to everybody. Some examples that I know / use: skincare routines, loving on your skin, knowing your skin, how it works, what it needs, and actually taking the time to put love into that when you do it. That's self-nurture. Hair care routines. If you have even workout routines that you like to do, staying committed to that is definitely a form of self-care for yourself. If you have a specific diet that you are on, you want to try, you're working on maintaining any of those types of things, setting goals and ways for you to actually keep up with that consistently and sticking to it will definitely make you feel 10 times better. If you have routines of going to certain places when it comes to, say, a lunch spot or a coffee spot, those are, again, the little things that will keep you happy and at peace, just because you know, okay, I'm doing for myself. If you are someone who is super family oriented, keeping up with family routines, family game nights, just any way, shape, or form that you're able to stay connected to the things that you know make your soul happy, or your heart happy, or your mind happy, your body, etc., is definitely always going to be something for you to be able to come back to, whether it's a little thing or it's a big thing, because it'll make a difference, whether it's in your day, in your moments, in your whatever. Notice how I focus more on the aspects of a higher vibration than the aspects of a lower vibration. Yeah, we don't have time for that. Tell it to get to the left. Everything it owned in the box. I feel like I said a lot, but at the same time, I didn't say enough. And if you know about these topics, like you really tapped in, you know. But this is where we're gonna close it out. And I hope you enjoyed my little talk with me. Definitely more videos coming, and I appreciate anyone who is seeing these videos and having grace with me while I learn and navigate through the YouTube things. The love is real, and to be real, I kind of make these videos, of course, for me, but whoever actually comes across any of these and takes anything from it, even if it's small, I'm grateful for that. And I'm also grateful for anybody who adds to my growth on here, because bomb energy.